I want to bring in North Dakota Senator Kevin Cramer, Republican from that state of North Dakota, which, by the way, I have been to. So, do you think that the president has locked in the Farm Belt if we get this kind of mini deal?
Well, Stuart, first of all, you ought to be in North Dakota today because I had to remove a lot of snow in front of my garage
No,
to get here to Prairie Public Television Studios. You haven't been here if you haven't been here in a snowstorm. But anyway, all of that said, I think the president has the Farm Belt locked in pretty well anyway, especially in places in the West, places like North Dakota, South Dakota, the rectangular spots in the middle of the country, because he's paid so much attention to us. With regard to a trade deal with China, that certainly would be the icing on the cake. But let's not forget that leading up to this negotiation that's coming to some point today, and I always guard my China optimism with some healthy skepticism because it is China after all. But remember, leading up to this, he did finish off the USMCA, which is now in the hands of the Democrats in the House, and there's a majority of House members that would vote for that. If Nancy Pelosi would bring it up, she should soon. He just wrapped up a very good Japan deal that's good for agriculture, especially many of the crops here in the Midwest. Started a new negotiation with India, another 1.3, 1.4 billion hungry people, and of course preparing for a UK Brexit exit or EU exit, which then would lead to another, I think, could be a very good bilateral trade deal. I think all of that puts added pressure and leverage in his tool chest in dealing with China. So yes, a big deal with China would be a big deal for the Farm Belt.
Despite the snowstorm, you guys are looking really good right now. I mean, I'm just talking about the Farm Belt generally, all the way from North Dakota, all the way down the Midwest and all the rest of it. You're looking really, really good. This is a real shot in the arm for the whole region, isn't it?
Well, it would be a very big shot in the arm for the region, and he's done some other things, Stuart, recently that's good for our farmers. The renewable fuel standard, ethanol, challenge between the ethanol producers and the oil producers. Of course, North Dakota is right in the middle of that. I think he struck a very good balance last week or the week before. EPA Minister Andrew Wheeler was just in North Dakota with Senator Hoeven and Governor Burgum and I this week at an energy conference talking about that balance. Last week, Dave Bernhardt, the Interior Secretary, was in North Dakota meeting with farmers, talking about regulatory rollbacks as it relates to easements, perpetual federal easements that have really resulted in a regulatory taking of farm land. So this president has been very good for agriculture as well as energy, and we just happen in North Dakota to be abundant in both. Our problem right now is we're a little overly abundant in water, and so our farmers are having a hard time getting out to get those soybeans off of the field, but when they come off, hopefully they'll be worth more as a result of these trade deals.
It's never perfect, but let's not throw anything out because it's not absolutely perfect.
But we should strive for it.
Yeah, we should.
We should always strive for perfection and then settle for excellence, as Vince Lombardi said.
Senator Cramer from the great state of North Dakota. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you being with us today. Thank you.
Always my pleasure. Thanks, Stuart.
Sure thing.